All right, guys, welcome back to the channel, Paladin Piper. A Tale of Two Burleys from Five Brothers. Yep, so I have to give credit where credit is due for this little video, and that is to old Adirondack Codger, Steve. He reached out to me, hope it's okay, I'm telling people Steve, and asked if I would be willing to do a comparison of the new Five Brothers pipe tobacco, currently made in Denmark, to the original that he had found, the Five Brothers pipe smoking tobacco that was made right here in Louisville, Kentucky. And of course I said, sure. So I'm going to go ahead and show the cut of both of these right now. All right, guys, here are the cuts of the new Five Brothers tobacco, which is right here. If you look really close here, this is what we call a bird's nest or a shag cut. There you go. Very dry. All right. And then this is the old stuff. And it's, it was probably a shag as well, but it is pretty much almost dust now. All right. So the old Five Brothers and the new. Okay, so there you have it, the cut. So I am going to enjoy both of these tonight. I'm going to do a back-to-back head. I'm just going to have a little bit in both of these. Five Brothers, put a little history of Five Brothers. It was here in Louisville, Kentucky, but actually the Five Brothers tobacco, I want to say distillery, that's not right, building is still there, and now it's apartments. But they've at least kept it up downtown. It is on Finzer Avenue, and it was the Finzer brothers, Rudolph, John. Anyway, I'll put them up here. But anyway, yeah, so it's kind of a cool little piece of history. So this is my Medico Debonair. It is my strong burley pipe / Semois pipe. But I have to admit, I always keep a pouch of Five Brothers on hand. And because I do like it. I don't have it all the time because it is quite strong. But so this came in a kind of a brick like Semois, and I tried to rehumidify it a little bit, but as you saw, the cut was pretty dusty, but there wasn't any mold in it, so I'm just going to try to gravity fill some of this here. Now Five Brothers makes no qualms. This is a pure unadulterated burley. So guys, if you like the Cavendish burleys like I do, this is a different ball game. It is well, at least the new stuff. Excuse me, but I believe it was just kind of the same back in the day. Just touted as a no-nonsense working man's burley. So what more could you want? I think it has always been minimally cased. I can tell you the new stuff is. But let's take a little first light here, and we'll see how she goes up. It's going to go pretty quick because it's dry. Yep. Super nutty. Hit you in the throat burley. Strong still after all these years. Now, I am not sure. Let me see what this was when they were a part of the American Tobacco Company. Let me see the tax stamp here. I'll dump it. I don't know if there's a date on this or not. I'll show you the package up a little close. You got that familiar old, oh no. That familiar kind of old musty bookshop taste and smell. It's a really nice experience. I mean, to be able to, I'll try to fold this down, to enjoy this after all these years. Thank you, Steve. These are just, pieces of Americana you're not going to, whoops, it's upside down, that you're not going to get much anymore. Let's see if I can. So age has mellowed this out. One of the things is that the burley that was always used in this is a very harsh, strong burley. Hit you in the hit you in teeth and gums, or in the throat. For me, I've retrohaled the new Five Brothers or the later Five Brothers like twice, and it tingles. But for us mere mortals that are nicotine sensitive, you know, the way I like to do this is I typically will add Five Brothers into other blends a little bit, just to give it a little bit more punch and a little bit more of that walnutty burley that I love. But otherwise, I will rarely have a bowl of it by itself. But it is really good in, to me, kind of adding into other blends to kind of give them a little punch. So, but basic burley, musty, earthy, that spice, that peppery note, and that kind of throat hit, and then really nutty burley. It's great. All right, stay here. Don't go anywhere. I'll get this loaded up and we'll compare. All right, guys, just finishing up getting the new stuff packed. One bit of advice, if you are not nicotine sensitive, the new stuff is a shag cut, and I'll show you again here. There you go. And so you really, if you want a longer smoke and you want more nicotine, or it doesn't affect you that way, you need to pack it tight. It's very similar to Simla. If you guys have not had Simla, I mean, the stuff comes bone dry. And you know, the joke is you're not paying for water then, but you get a brick, and but you really want to pack it tight. Now I'm packing mine loose because I won't be able to get through. Well, probably a loose bowl of this is going to be pretty head spinny for me, but I'm just going to give you the flavor characteristics. That way, give you an idea of what the old versus the new was. So, and if I find out, maybe I'll email you, Steve, or I'll look do some history and find what year or approximate this Five Brothers was produced, the old stuff, and I'll put it up on the screen. So here we go. Yeah, there's a throat hit. Happens every time with Five Brothers. My tamper. Yeah. Now I know St. David, he enjoys big bowls of this. Nicotine doesn't really bother him. Smarty Bob does. Probably Everett, Urban Herbert. If you guys haven't heard of him, he's a nicotine czar. Burnt my match. Hold on. I don't know if Swaggy likes this or not. It's just got, Five Brothers just has a, I'm going to say this. Yeah, Five Brothers just always has a hardcore, punch in the teeth nicotine hit, and a little bit of that harsh edge, that burly throat hit, that peppery throat hit. But I'm going to say this. This is smoother than the old stuff. But the old stuff is nuttier and richer than this. Both have the spice. Both have the throat hit. This is stronger, obviously, because it's not old. Interesting. I never would have guessed that. But having the two right back to back like this, you can tell. Yeah, Cheyenne. And the other thing is, because it is so dry and shag, you have to pack it tight. Like I said, I'm already getting a little bit of the head spins from this. Do one more hit here. So I would say if you are a newbie, I might stay away from this or use it in really small pipes like this. Yeah, it's smoother. If you are a veteran and you've never tried it, and you like unadulterated burleys, try it. And if you're in between, which I mean, I guess I'm technically a veteran, but I'm in between in nicotine. I like adding this to things. Like I've added this to half and half. I've added it to, I've added it to a couple English blends to kind of give it that burley character because I love burley in my blends. And you don't need much. You can just put a little pinch in there and it's great. But yeah, so check out Five Brothers. Got a rich history. Goes back a long time. I have to say, again, for all their antics, at least STG kept this alive. So I'm thankful for that, even though it is made overseas now. All right, guys. Hope that was fun, informative. And I want to give one more shout out to Old Adirondack Codger. Steve, thank you for giving me this opportunity, and I appreciate it. All right. We'll see you very soon on another Paladin Piper video, guys. Take care.